All right, a beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon from the studios of Honor 103.5 FM. Welcome to the Friday edition of Sport Today, the biggest in Southwest Nigeria. What do we do on this show? We take you through the ever interesting, ever sensational, ever controversial world of sports. On the show this afternoon, we got a whole lot of ground to cover from the Nigerian Premier Football League to the WAFCON 24. And of course, we travel all around the world to serve the latest. Of course, are the biggest, the most interesting, and of course, the most controversial world sport, sports stories. Right there in the city of Ibadan, a whole lot of changes is going down at the camp of the Oluyole Warriors.
Ibadan is trending.
It's trending. I mean,
Shooting Stars is trending.
Both on social media,
MPFL is buzzing.
Yeah.
MPFL space has been buzzing since
from Lagos to Ibadan to Kano.
To Kano to Eyimba to Aba.
What is going on?
Interesting news, interesting updates all week from the MPFL space, and we like it.
We love it.
This is our league. This is our pride. Of course, we also want a better league, a proper run league, professionally run league, and for us to actually have a better league, I mean, some certain things that needs to be done at the club level, because at the end of the day, if the clubs are not properly run, it definitely affects, the image of the league as a whole. So Shooting Stars has been trending. Shooting Stars is still trending. Shooting Stars we continue to trend because Shooting Stars is one of the biggest clubs in Nigeria.
Definitely.
One of the traditional clubs with rich history, with cultural heritage. I mean, the club has been in existence since 1970s. I remember 1976 became the first Nigerian club to win a continental trophy when they win the CAF Cup Winners' Cup in 1976, and of course a team with 4 league titles, 6 FA Cup titles. You can tell that it's a club with rich history, with pedigree, and that also is something that has been lacking recently, because the last time they won the league was 98. That was like 20 something years ago, close to 30 years now. So we want a new dimension, a new administration, a new era, and that's what we have been seeing, restructuring everywhere. The aim of affairs, from top to bottom. And it's good. Of course, they've also announced and unveiled the new manager, the new gaffer.
Come on.
Of course.
Okay, let's welcome the new manager on board, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys, we got a lot to discuss on the show this afternoon. Once again, my name is Ayomikun Adeniyi. Welcome to the drive.
Yeah, Samuel Aketode is my name. You can call me the City Boy. Of course, this is the last edition of the show for this week. And of course, we have to do the countdown to the final, the grand finale of the WAFCON tournament tomorrow that will take place right there in Morocco, Casablanca. Of course, the Super Falcons against the host Atlas Lionesses will be in action tomorrow. Today will be the third place round between the Black Queens and the defending champions. Banyana,
are they still defending?
They are still defending. They will leave the
they will leave the podium tomorrow.
They will give us the trophy tomorrow. Hopefully, the trophy will be brought back home. The president has also talking about Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the prompt payment of match allowances,
match bonuses and all that,
just to ensure that the girls are in good spirits and they are motivated.
They are focused on
tomorrow. Very encouraged to go all the way to bring back the trophy.
Okay.
10th continental trophy. The Mission X is possible.
Very, very possible.
So it's going to be very interesting on the program today, because we take, we do a preview of the game, and of course we also talk about MPFL, which has been buzzing.
Okay, because of our time, guys, let's jump into the conversation. We start from basketball this afternoon. Just in case you don't know, we have the Nigerian Basketball League, the female edition, ongoing in Benin City. Of course, we got some interesting one relating to that, because as the 2025 Nigerian Women Basketball League tipped off in Benin City, 2 teams from the Atlantic Conference has withdrawn from the competition. The league structure into Atlantic Conference, and of course we have Savannah Conference Yes, we have teams that are facing a relegation threat right about now because of the exclusion from the ongoing MBBF basketball league in Benin City. The teams involved are the Sunshine. Should we call them Sunshine Queens now? But then the teams from Ondo State. I don't know what is going on in my state now, but then it is what it is. Sunshine AJ, we have Delta Force, and of course we have one other team, the IGP Queens, all pull out from this tournament. But then we have some games that went down yesterday, and of course we have some match day report for you. Because it's getting more interesting. Teams like the reigning champion MFM basketball team, they won their game just yesterday, and of course we recorded victory for First Bank basketball team. But then the big one is that some teams will be facing relegation threat.
Yeah, of course, that's the big news coming from the basketball league in Nigeria, and the teams that will be facing relegation. I mean, it's not really good enough for them because they failed to do the needful, and that's why they will be facing relegation threat. And of course, Sunshine Angels, like you said, it's not Sunshine Queens, Sunshine Angels, yeah. Delta Force, and IGP Queens. Of course, they didn't participate in their in the scheduled games, and of course, that also is like a breach of the standing rules and regulation guiding the Nigerian basketball federation, talking about the MBBF. Of course, they are preparing the official statement to, on the possible relegation teams, that fail to honor the fixtures. They fail to turn up. They fail to come out to play their games. I wouldn't know the reason why. They have still not come out to tell us the reason why.
At first, it was due to financial from that issue. Is coming from the Sunshine Queens. I think Sunshine Angels. I think that was their excuse. And of course, because of that, the tournament was postponed for some couple of weeks. But then they still failed to show up.
Sunshine, yeah, like you say, Sunshine and Data, Sunshine Angels and Data Force. They earlier requested a postponement for the league, and it was granted by the federation, MBBF. And I wonder why they didn't, why they failed to show up again after the initial date for the commencement of this tournament was postponed on the ground of issues about not ready, the
financially not
ready, the logistical issues and all of that. So the MBBF in their magnanimity actually postponed the initial date just to make sure that they allow the teams that are not ready financially to be ready for the tournament. However, after the postponement, they still failed to turn up. They still failed to, after the federation granted their request for postponement, they still failed to show up for the, for the game. So, I mean, by the rule, any team that forfeits, the tournament, 2 consecutive games in the tournament. Any team that forfeits 2 consecutive games in the tournament will be punished. And one of the punishments is, facing relegation. And now we are still expecting official announcement from the MBBF.
Okay.
As it stands, they are definitely relegation bound.
Okay, away from basketball this afternoon, let's move faster because we have got a lot for you this afternoon. In the world of football, from Ibadan right there, the Brown City, a lot of changes going down in the camp of the Oluyole, where of course several fans have been craving for this. And of course here we are now, we have new sheriff in town, a lot of changes here and there, from the head coach to the media officer to the goalkeeper trainer, and of course a whole lot of is going down in the city of Ibadan.
Yeah, of course, it's a new dawn, it's a new era in Shooting Stars Sports Club of Ibadan. This is something that excite every fan of the Oluyole Warriors, the traditional club, so to say. And the reception, or perhaps the the reaction from the fans actually underscores the fact that this is good news, and it's something that is long overdue. Should have been done before. We've been waiting for this. The fans have been waiting for this, especially when you put into perspective and context what has been happening, the leadership level, the management level of the club. I mean, we know what happened last season, the FA Cup saga, keeping the fans in the dark. They didn't tell us.
The City saga here in Ibadan.
Yeah, of course. That also led to the outburst against Ikorodu. It was what has been happening. What has been happening. Series of incompetence, series of gross negligence from the management. Amounted to the outburst of the fans against the Ikorodu City, the goalless draw at the Lagos Salami Stadium. So the point is, when you put all this together, the series of so many issues that have been happening off the pitch, behind the scene issues at the management level. I mean, there was a need for the fans to actually clamor for a change in leadership, and that's what happened. The first was the change. The chairman, of course, Honorable Taiwo Lake Salami, being appointed as the executive chairman of the club by the state governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde. And of course, after he took over, you can tell that this is a man that is ready, to...
I mean, we saw pictures of him traveling with the team to Lagos to see that Lagos... is it Eco tournament now? Eco International Tournament, yeah.
Eco International Tournament, the preseason tournament.
He was there. I mean, live and direct to see what is going on in the team.
Aside from the fact that he's available, the way he's actually moving with the kind of appointments, it tells you that the man is ready to work with core professionals, football technocrats, football administrators. When he was speaking on the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State BCS interview, I think that was his first official interview, with any media house since he took over as the chairman. He said something that his mandate when he was appointed, what he told the governor was that Shooting Stars, he wants the club to win the Premier League and to also qualify for the
continent.
Yeah, for the Champions League. And the second, that's on the pitch performance, based on the result on the pitch, which of course is the ultimate, goals of every football club. The second is to look at the business side of Shooting Stars, to turn around the fortunes of the club for economic prosperity, to ensure that the brand, the household name that is there, the brand, the name 3SC, attract sponsors, turning around the economic fortunes of this club. And this is something that has been missing.
I mean, Shooting Stars is one of the biggest clubs so far in Nigeria. No doubt about that.
Shooting Stars cannot, they do not have any sponsor at the moment. They cannot point.
What about Peculiar?
I mean, you cannot.
What are they bringing to the table? I mean, that should be the question.
That should be the question.
I mean, if you witness any home game of Shooting Stars, you see how the stadium is fully packed with fans. And at some point, you begin to wonder what is going on.
The fan base is there, home and abroad,
you
not just
fan
in
base,
Nigeria.
both on pitch and of course on social media also.
The younger and the older generations. As a matter of fact, the older generations are not even on social media. Are the large section of the fans. They have the large section of the fans. They are on the streets. I was coming to work just this afternoon. There's so many people on my in my street. They were just like, "Oh, the new coach that just unveiled. Are you sure
it's gonna be?"
So I mean,
okay,
you
Samuel.
can just see the
let's talk about the appointment right upon now. Let's start from the media team.
Before we even start from the media team, we should start from the
coach,
COO.
COO, Chief
Operating Officer. That's the first time we are having a Chief Operating Officer.
And this person is very experienced. I'm talking about Bumi Fadayomi, right?
Bumi Fadayomi is a senior, communication marketing expert.
A veteran
in the industry, giant in the industry. Look at his CV. He worked for a brand during the AFCON 2023 in Cote d'Ivoire. This is a marketing specialist
that understands the business aspects of football off pitch. So when you are bringing someone with that kind of profile, not just in Nigeria, in West Africa, even in Central Africa, he has worked with brands, different brands, to ensure that they oversee, they oversee media strategy for sponsorship, for competitions, for football competitions, and all of that. He has even worked with other sectors, not just football not just alone,
sports.
not sports.
So he's very, very experienced. He has that expertise. And bringing him to the table also reflect the kind of leadership we will be having in Shooting Stars, rather. So for me, this kind of, and look at the media team as well. The man said that it's not going to be business as usual. It's not going to be media officer.
It's going to be a team now. So and of course, we have the head of that team, a very gentle man, a colleague also.
Yeah, he's a colleague.
We call him Ibrahim Akindele.
Yeah. He is also very experienced, in this media space. He has worked with a radio station before.
He's a co-owner of...
he also owned a podcast.
Okay, Samuel, let's go for this short commercial break now because I know that we have a lot of ground to cover.
When we're back, we just talk
Definitely. About don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back.
the vibes on Honor 103.5 FM.
Let's rock.
Imagine having the freedom to work, play, and connect without interruptions. That is what fast internet means to us. At Highward Networks, we are passionate about delivering super fast, unlimited internet that is 6 times faster than the competition. Whether you're working from home, running a business, or streaming your favorite shows, we've got you covered. A reliable internet and 24/7 customer support ensure you stay connected always. So what are you waiting for? Join the iWorld Networks family today and discover a seamless internet experience. Call Jeffrey on 081 3058 9466 or visit our website www.iwn.ng to get started. iWorld Networks, connecting possibilities.
Hello there. Can I have your attention, please? Are you an industrialist, a businessman or woman? Are you an internationally acclaimed business realtor in the large or small scale industry? Are you a market man or woman? Or do you own a shop just down the road and you don't know how to promote your business to your community and beyond? Have no fear. Honor FM Radio Market is here. With every small amount of money, you can advertise your goods and services without sweat. Take advantage of our bumper package now. Visit our marketing department or call Rachel on 0808 6075 600 or 080 7777 4880. For your business, goods, and services to excel, partner with Honor 103.5 FM. You know why? Honor and integrity is our watchword.
Honor 103.5 FM.
Your integrity station.
All right, welcome back from that short commercial break. You're still on to sport today, and of course, discussing the transformation right there at Shooting Stars Football Club of Ibadan. So, guys, let's go back into the conversation.
Yeah,
the media team.
Yeah, for now we have the head of media, the new head of
we
media.
don't see change. We are seeing updates back to back.
I mean, it's very, very necessary, and it's understandable as well. When you are going through a restructuring phase, you must have new faces with new ideologies, new philosophies, and then you begin to see changes. And that's what we are seeing now. It's meant to happen. It has been in the pipeline for so long, and now that you're having it, good for Shooting Stars. Exciting times ahead for the club. You know, the club is now being repositioned as, you know, one of the greatest, one of the biggest clubs in the country. We hope that this transformation will translate to result on the pitch. Which of us is the
but then my fear is that it's a career process. Yeah, and of course our fans will also understand the fact that this is a new dawn.
Yeah.
I mean, Ikorisi last season they started very, very slow and they ended well.
You see, the fans would understand the fact that
Ibadan fans might not understand.
No, they would definitely. What they've been clamoring for is not really about not getting the result on the pitch. It's about the mismanagement of the pitch at the leadership level, keeping the fans in the dark, not proper communication, not communicating with the fans. A lot of
see now what happened at the President FA Cup. We don't know.
We know that Shooting Stars was expelled from FA Cup due to fielding ineligible players,
and there were allegations from the Nigerian Football Federation.
Yes,
but then up to now, Shooting Stars as
a club, they said they were going to set up a panel, an investigative panel to investigate what transpired.
I was thinking maybe you would be the head of the panel.
So I mean, this is also good. The name of the new media lead of of 3SC now is Ibrahim Akindele, popularly called Kindi.
Kindi.
Of course, he is a dynamic voice in Nigerian football
Definitely.
media. Kindi has made his mark as a multi-talented sport broadcaster with a radio station he has worked for in this city, where he designed and hosted various sporting live shows and boosted listener engagement through fan-driven content. He also the co-founder of a popular podcast which focuses on MPFL local sports and other sports. Of course, it's also a very fresh creative. It's going to bring a fresh creative vision to the media team of Shooting Stars with digital innovation strategy, and of course. And we've been seeing it. The video of the unveiling of the new manager, the new gaffer, talking about Nuruddin Awururu, former Ikorodu City coach, manager. Of course, we saw what he did with Ikorodu last season. I have his statistics here.
Yep.
He was in charge of the team last season after they actually parted ways with their former
coach,
Bright Ozabagi. He won 17 games. He drew 7. And he lost just 9 games. So for me, I think this is a decent profile, decent statistics when he was in charge of Ikorodu. And the fact that he's a very young coach, very, very, young with tactical acumen. He's also very, very tactical. We saw Awirurubo when they came to
Ibadan.
Even at the
I saw the first leg against Shooting Stars in Lagos. And of course, I was very, very impressed with the performance of Ikorodu City. I must confirm that.
Those that actually traveled to Mobolaji Johnson Arena, most recently at the Eco International Cup, the pre-season tourney that was played recently, 2-2 it ended, they could attest to the fact that Shooting Stars was clearly outplayed and outclassed by Ikorodu City.
Okay.
No disrespect to the former manager talking about Benga Ogumbote. Of course, we need to also commend him for bringing stability back to the team. Because under his tenure, Shooting Stars finished in top 4 for the very first time in 26 years last 2 seasons.
That's massive.
That's huge. But because of the inconsistency, especially last season, from being a title contender to finishing as a title pretender, getting expelled from the FA Cup, and series of issues of the pitch.
Okay. Definitely, I know more stories will be coming from Shooting Stars.
And this is also like a breaking
news. A big one will be coming very soon.
A big one is coming. Anticipate. It's going to shake the whole NPFL space. Shooting Stars is trending. We are happy. We hope that next season, Shooting Stars will compete at the highest level possible. Agoye Edisolumide, he was mentioned.
Yes.
It was mentioned that one of the potential replacements of Benga Ogumbote came out this afternoon, just a few minutes ago, to congratulate the new chairman of Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan. He released an official statement on Facebook, titled "Congratulatory Message to the new chairman of Shooting Star Sports Club Ibadan, Honorable Taiwo Leko Salami." He extended his warmest congratulations to the chairman, and also he also mentioned the fact that some fans actually, mentioned his name to be one of the potential replacements of the
Benga Ogumbote,
former gaffer. But now that Shooting Stars now have a new technical advisor, a new gaffer, of course, Nuruddin Awururu, we hope that his tenure, his administration will bring good results, goodwill, good luck to the team Shooting Stars.
Okay, we can't wait for the new season because it's going to be a very interesting stories. Apart from Shooting Stars, we have other clubs also doing the business because we have Ahmed Musa right there at the helm of affair at Kano Pillars. And of course, a lot of changes, a lot of transfers, a lot of news here and there. From Kano, not only Kano Pillars, because we have the Barao FC. They are making some moves also. Big names also flying into that particular club. Nanambozo, very experienced Nanambozo, making a comeback. And of course, he left Bayelsa United, and of course, he's going to his arena now, the Northern Protectorate.
Of course.
And of course, it's going to be a big one for them.
It's more or less like an
homecoming. So definitely, we have a Kano derby next season.
Yeah.
A battle between
Kano Pillars are not relenting.
They are not
in this
also.
They are not sleeping. They are moving very, very fast.
Very, very fast.
Appointing Ahmed Musa as the GM of that team, we've seen some sponsorship deals that he has been able to
On pitch, they are doing it.
Yeah, of
Off
course.
pitch also.
They have also
they are doing
confirmed,
it.
the appointment of Mr. Evans Ogenyi as their new technical
And of course,
advisor.
it's currently on gang
Yeah, it
with
resumed
the
training
players now.
yesterday.
Definitely,
And so,
everybody they work now,
so
no sleeping.
MPFL next season
Just
will
like
be bump-
MPFL, just like the EPL also, because things are moving faster now.
Alexander Isak is still in the news. He said
Okay,
he wants to go to
quickly
Liverpool.
before we wrap up the show this afternoon, Debbie's in the studio, and of course, I think she's more interested in getting the Falcons news. What is going on tomorrow? Is going to be a showdown, and I know Debbie is rooting for Super Falcons.
Of course, she has no choice.
She looked like one of our players also.
She looks like Ashley Prompter.
So tomorrow, what are we
will be
expecting?
A big showdown. The most successful teams against the host nations, who has been in the final last edition.
They
back-to-back
lost. They
finals,
lost.
They've been searching for the glory. And of course, tomorrow is another opportunity for them. Maybe they can get it over the line on their home soil. However, I will not be rooting for them. I will be supporting.
Okay, roots for them, and of course, you will receive the gas blows everywhere.
Of course, the Super Falcons tomorrow. They are also one step away from clinching 10th continental title. It's been historical, La Decima tomorrow.
But I think I'm scared because
see,
I saw what happened last season. The last edition at the semi-finals, we saw the home fans ran the stadium. We saw the lasers.
Aside from the fact that they are going to have the backing of the home fans, the atmosphere will be very, very conducive for the Moroccans. The Moroccans, they pass the ball very well. They play very, very well. They are very technical. And also, some people also believe that they are a team of second half, that they always play well in the second half. If Super Falcons can get the job done earlier in the first half,
just like they did against Zambia.
Because the Moroccans, the Atlas Lionesses, in the second half, they are
very dangerous.
They are very dangerous. They are ready to take the game to the penalty. They've already started penalty shootouts training, taking penalty kicks, So getting ready maybe to force the game and drag it to the penalty shootout. However, if the Falcons can do the job in the first half, then we will just bring back the trophy.
Okay, Debbie, I don't know what you are doing, but in football, this means substitution. Do you want to? Okay, guys, we're back again. On
the Black Queens against the reigning champions.
Okay, we need to say our BYE on the show. Definitely, we're back again on Sunday for Sunday Night Football on this biggest sporting platform on 103.5 FM. Until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Sammy, what do you want to say?
The Sunday edition will be very, very fun.
Very, very massive.
I hope you'll just be here.
Heroes finals is there, WAFCON finals is there. And of course, more updates from Shooting Stars. Okay, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Set up trouble. We are out of the studio.